And I'm back. I'm back with a very, very, benevolent and wonderful segment right now. I'd like to introduce my guests. They are Alethea Belfon and Philip Cox. And they are here with Renee King Jackson, who will be on in a minute, and Robert Jones, the great pianist. They'll be on in a few minutes. But they wanted to give some background to what is going to be going on at St. Matthew and St. Joseph's Episcopal Church. Why don't you tell us, Alethea?
Well, St. Matthew's, St. Joseph just celebrated 170 years of Christian witness. The old St. Matthew's was located at Ford Field, St. Antoine and Elizabeth, years ago. And
They need some church right now too. Ford Field does. The Lions are
yes,
anyway.
they do. So perhaps the spirit of old St. Matthew's will bring them forward. St. Joseph was at uh, between Holbrook and King on Woodward Avenue. And so in the 70s, the two churches merged. The freeway was coming through where old St. Matthew's was, and people were moving to the suburbs. And so the Episcopal Church decided that it would be advantageous to merge the two churches.
Okay.
Old St. Matthew's had a tradition of always serving hot breakfast on Sunday morning. They did some lunches at that time, but predominantly it was the
And
hot
who was
breakfast.
eligible for these breakfasts?
Basically, it was for the community. Members of the congregation, of course, but it was always open to people of the community. And so that tradition continued when the churches merged, and there was a development of what they called at that time a community companion program, which took place on Wednesday afternoon with a hot meal on Wednesday afternoon. So from that merger in the 70s to up through this past Wednesday, we have served hot breakfast every Sunday morning
Wow.
and hot lunch on Wednesday. And we
Just talking about it makes me hungry. And that's wonderful, though. That's what the church, Jesus did that.
This is true. This is true. One of the things that we looked at some years ago was the fact that everywhere you go, you line up to get served. Well, at St. Matthew, St. Joseph, we decided that we were going to try to do things a little differently. So we started serving family style. Now we have those big banquet tables that set 8 people. So we decided that we were going to put food on the end of each table, enough to serve 4 people with serving utensils. And we were asking 4 people to sit down and break bread together. And it was a little difficult at first because people were used to being served
Yeah, yeah.
and give you what I want you to
Right.
have.
But with family style, you pass around the food. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
speaking of food, let's talk about the chef, Philip Cox. Phil,
Yes.
so tell me your part. I know you cook, but
Yeah, basically I cook, try to get the food together, whatever I can get from gleaners or people that contribute every week.
how would we contribute food, or could we do money, or how would we do this?
We'll take money, we will take gift cards, we will take, any type of sponsorship. Just we would like more of a commitment to once a month or, once a week somebody just donate bread or somebody do desserts or, if you like to donate a new freezer, like we need a new freezer and some equipment. We need serving utensils for in order to serve family style or to serve restaurant style, you would need to have, several, dishes and several
Right.
serving equipment. And so that's, we just need any type of contribution would be, more than welcome.
How do you feel about this program?
Well, at first, I was always, I would help at the church, here and there. Every now and then I would, volunteer my services, but some people move on. And at first I wasn't, feeling too good about volunteering, but after a while, it became more of a necessity more than, something that I didn't want to do. So I really enjoy doing it more now because I get to open a box every week and, use my skills to figure out, what we can actually eat and stuff
So you like to cook?
I love it. Yeah, actually, I've been in restaurant business for a long time. And I started in the front of the house, so it took me a long time to get to the other side, which I enjoy a lot more than
What do you
having to do.
mean you started in the front of the house?
I started bartending and training,
Oh, okay.
scheduling people for, bartending, trainer, server trainer, manager trainer. And eventually I just said, go ahead and, go to school and get the paper that really meant something. And I enjoy it more actually than
Right,
previously. So
right.
it helps.
Do you have any specialties?
Specialties. Not necessarily any specialties. I mean, I like my specialty is what I like to eat. So I like to eat lamb chops, and I'm a meat guy.
Oh,
Meat and potatoes,
carnivore.
and I like
Yeah.
eat Northern African food and stuff like that.
Oh, you're experimental too.
Yeah, I'm very experimental.
Not me. Just keep me straight down the line. Well, this is a wonderful service because now you do that breakfast and now you do that lunch on Wednesdays. And you said something about the lunch. It's kind of a big lunch, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more of a dinner. You
Yes.
know, that we definitely try to make sure if we can do appetizer, we will. But we try to make sure they get a raw vegetable, like a salad, for instance, and always, protein, a starch, and a cooked vegetable, as well as dessert, and of course something to drink as well.
Wow.
Philip is modest because I have seen him take what I thought could not serve 100 people and turn it into a delicious meal that was able to give a good, sustainable meal to over 100 people on Wednesdays. It's I look at what we get in, and my thought is, it'll never work. And somehow Philip makes it happen.
Wow. Listen, you could come to my house and make it happen. Because like I was telling you, I used to cook every day. Now it just strains me to cook. It's so much easier to go pick up something and the like. I hope it never gets that way for you. So what do you have coming up?
Coming up, we have a wonderful concert. Renee King.
I'm going to have her talk about
yes,
that in
absolutely.
just a moment. What will that concert benefit?
That concert is designed to generate some funds to help us with the purchase of food, the purchase of, as Philip mentioned, we need supplies. We do need a new freezer.
Yes, I was going to mention that freezer. How much would a freezer run?
They run anywhere from, I believe, like $3,000 to $5,000.
Because they're big.
Yeah, they're large industrial freezers.
Right.
When you feed that many people, and the program's going to grow as
Yes.
well, especially during the wintertime.
Yes, yes.
You need a large industrial freezer and refrigerator. We have we have one refrigerator and one freezer right now, and they're full right now. So we really need that. those
Perhaps
extra two.
somebody really nice can
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be wonderful.
Absolutely.
give you one. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. I commend you so much. Well, we're going to go to a quick break, and we're going to talk to the entertainment for this concert. What date is the concert?
October 18th.
October 18th. Well,
Yep.
that's coming up.
Yep, very soon.
Very
You
soon.
know, it's funny. It's October. It feels like I just said Happy New Year the other day. I mean, gosh, the years started creeping by so fast. We'll be back in just a moment with Renee King Jackson and Robert Jones. Thank you all very much.
Thank
You
you.
did